Hello, my name is Cornelius. I'm part of the IoT and AR COE here in Germany, and today I would like to share on how we can leverage our tools to replace paper or 2D service instructions with dynamic AR content. First of all, let me set the stage. In this demonstration, I do not use customer data. Um, this product was put together for a proof of concept for a customer. In our scenario, our customer wants to improve their service instructions through AR, but needs to embed this into industrial context. This is often a prerequisite for our customers because they do not want to have people sit in front of Vuforia Studio, for example, to update experiences once they change, or also to update instruction steps. In our case, also the customer has different source systems where they maintain their CAD data already, and their instruction steps are ready to be used. This could be in their PLM system, or it could also be in another system like a services manual instruction system. In our case, the customer did not use any PDC portfolio outside of ThingWorx and Vuforia that we're leveraging here. But when it comes to where they store their CAD data and instruction steps, this is no PDC portfolios being used here. The solution in our case was to leverage Windchill and Creo Illustrate or other converters to convert the files and structures to a type that we can process in our PDC software. Creo Illustrate in our case is used to create animations and then are processed through ThingWorx and Vuforia Studio to create experiences that load content dynamically. So again, what does the customer want to do? On the left side, this is you see where they're coming from. They're coming from XML data that defines the steps and also has references to their CAD data, which they are processing to a PDF format right now, and they want to leverage this data to get to a stage where they have a dynamic generated AR experiences where they're leveraging this information that is located in here in this AR experience. Now I would like to give you a short demo on how this can look like. Let me switch to the browser for this. In our case, this is the experience that was pre-built, and first of all I want to show you what happens before we load the data dynamically. So in this experience, our customer is asked to scan a barcode first because this gives them an identifier of which experience they are working on. Once they scan the barcode, they can start the experience. In our case, this object is not created yet, so what will happen is that the experience jumps back to start. I'm going to hit start process, and as you can see, the experiences does not load as there is no content available. Therefore, what we're going to do is we're going to our browser, which is connected to ThingWorx, where we are dropping data. The data that we're dropping in here, the files that we're dropping, one defines the different instructions that the customer needs to work on, and the other is a PVZ that defines the CAD model and the related instructions. So let me go ahead and copy these files here and wait till they're uploaded. Once the data is uploaded, we can go back to our experience and start the scan again, scan the object, and start the process. In this case, we find the object that was just created on ThingWorx, and we can go ahead and select what we want to do. In our case, we want to assemble a part. Now I find some general information about the document and what I'm working on, references to general document and what it applies for. Also, once I continue here, the experience loads directly, as in this case only one instruction is defined in the experience. Now I'm loading my model dynamically from ThingWorx, and I can see it here. Also, what I see in here are instructions that are related to this object. In our case, this object does not match the instructions, so please don't worry about that. Also, what we can see in here is some information on the step we're working on, the instructions, if I'm working on assembly or disassembly, as well as some information about references where I need to take certain action, for example, apply certain torque values that can be seen up here if they are applicable. Also, I have the possibility to show the steps that were created through Creo Illustrate here in this animation. Once I continue through the steps, you see that the content is dynamically adjusted, and in our case also the experiences or the animation adjusts to the correct step. Let me jump a few steps so you can see how the experience behaves. And also in this case, also the steps are bound to the instructions in our case here. Going back to this, what we saw in here is a way to automatically take this content like an XML file and also a PVZ file, drop it into ThingWorx, and then process it through ThingWorx to be visualized here in this experience. Also, one more thing that I wanted to show you is how the studio experience looked like. So let me quickly navigate there. This is the experience that was generated, which you can already see is familiar to you. So in here you see that all of those elements exists in this template, in this container. But if we look at the CAD model that is part of this experience, as we see, there is none defined. All of this is loaded dynamically. If you have any questions on what was done in the background or how to achieve this with your customers, please reach out to me. Thanks a lot.